Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am so excited about this card that I made using the penguins Waddle from Mama Elephant, and also from Lawn Fawn I used the Let's Toast pull tab to make it an interactive card. As you might have seen on Instagram, I did color this penguin Waddle beforehand, and I wanted to use some more creative colors than the regular penguin colors, so therefore I'm using these pinks from my Copic markers. So I stamped out this little penguin to make an interactive card with it, and I'm coloring it the same way as I did the other little penguins in the Waddle, just so you can see how I colored it without making a video of like 30 minutes or so coloring. So I colored it in, and then I die cut it, but I only die cut it halfway, so that I could leave a bigger piece beneath the penguin if I needed it for the pull tab. But you will see it in a second. So I stamped it out on some Neenah with Memento Tuxedo black ink so that I could use my Copics. And now I am looking for my die. So to secure my die, I use some purple tape. It's some low-tech tape and really easy, not that expensive. So I only die cut it towards the bottom. I stopped, and then I used a craft knife to cut it out further. So for the interactive part, I am using the Let's Toast pull tab add-on from Lawn Fawn, but I'm using it in a different way so that I can use it on these penguins. And I am going to let this little penguin peep out of the Waddle. Using some Neenah 110 Solarite to create this mechanism. And before I can continue with that, I will first have to make the background. So therefore I'm just keeping it really simple. I am die cutting a rectangle using the basic rectangles from Mama Elephant out of Neenah 110 Solarite. and I am using cracked pistachio distress ink to get a really soft color on top of my panel. Normally I would dab off excess ink, but I am thinking that my ink pad is drying out. I'm using it so much lately. It's really a color where I am going for each time that I'm thinking of non-regular Christmas colors, and just when I want to make a softer card, I'm always going for this cracked pistachio. But it's truly a gorgeous color, it's like... So I'm testing out whether I have brought this color down enough, and then I add some more. So now that I am happy, I can continue on the interactive part. So therefore I am placing my penguin to test out where I have to die cut some more pieces into my background. So I'm taking this little thing, I don't know how you need to call it, but it's where you pull so that the penguin will appear. So I'm making sure it is lined up sort of straight, and also as much to the top as possible. But I realized that I did it a bit too low, but that's no problem at all. I will use it anyways and just fix it towards the end. So now I need to figure out where like the penguin needs to be to do some more die cutting for this interactive part. I must say it's the first time that I'm using this interactive element, and I was so scared that I would mess it up, but in the end it was quite easy. So for those who are like doubting whether they should buy it or should use it, I was as well, and I'm so happy with this card now. So as you might guess, it worked out fine. So this one is the mechanism that will help you pull up and down the penguin. So you need to fold it in and back out, and the same on the other side. And I'm really sorry, but there is a part missing of my video where I am adhering my penguin onto this piece. But just for those who are interested to do the same, for the penguin the tab was a bit too wide, so I cut off these two pieces that you can see on the screen, so that it would be behind my penguin. And now I am adhering this small strip. It's to keep the pull tab going straight, so now it is stuck in there, and will help you guide it upwards. So for the penguin waddle, I decided to use some Scotch 3M foam tape to lift it up so that the little penguin could move freely. So I didn't only use one layer of foam, but I did 2 layers. And I'm testing here whether there is enough space to still move the penguin. And now I am releasing the backing, adding my second layer, and then I can continue with my card. So I am making sure that I am lining it up as straight as possible, and I'm not going to cut off the edges of the penguins who are hanging over the edges, because I just want to keep it full. So here I cut off the excess of that pull tab piece, if you can call it like that, and I die cut this arrow piece from Neenah as well, but of course, as you can see, it's a bit smaller than what I have left over, so I decided to cut it off and then adhere it on top of that blue from my distress ink, and this way it's just taking out there the cracked pistachio, and I really like that idea. So I'm adhering it with some Neenah K Design Connect glue, and then I have my panel. So I started on my card base, I folded it, and then I adhered some adhesive roller on top of it after stamping out my own stamp, and that was a small mistake because of course that you need some space to fiddle and to pull, so if you want to remake this card or do something similar, skip this part. So this was not a good idea. I needed to add some more foam tape, so I am adding the foam tape, but I am also leaving some space for that part which is moving when you are pulling, so that nothing would be stuck. And I am checking multiple times whether it's still free to move, and then I just add foam tape like a crazy person just to make sure that it would not bulk in mailing and stuff like that. Going to adhere it to my card base, and then I'm just adding some details. So I'm lining it up, and it wasn't easy with all the foam tape, but I managed. And now I'm testing out whether my mechanism is still working, which it is, so really happy with that. And then I am adding some glossy accents to the glasses, to the hearts, to like the fish bowls, because of course it's also glass. And then I finished the card by adding some Nuvo drops and also some glitter pen onto like the head, testing the mechanism. And now I am finishing it off with crystal drops. So for those who are interested in the materials that I used, all the supplies are listed below, and you can always check my blog as well, which is also linked below. If you liked this card, please comment below, give it a thumbs up, and if you didn't, you can always subscribe to my channel as well, and hopefully I will see you next time. Bye!